Hey everyone, thank you for listening to another episode of Spoiler Force Podcast. You can find more episodes on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure to follow Spoiler Force Podcast on Facebook.
Fortunately for all of you out there and me, Ricky has lowered his standards with respect to voice actors. But from Yakko, I just want to tell you guys you are listening and watching the Spoiler Force Podcast. See you in the water tower.
Alright, so this is episode 52 of Spoiler Force Podcast. My name is Ricky. Thank you for tuning in. This is the first video podcast that I'm doing, and also this is the 1 year special Spoiler Force Podcast. It's crazy that I've been doing this for a whole year, and time's flown by so quickly. And as you can see, these guys that are with me, these are my best friends from over 10 years. I've known them since high school, and I'm so glad that they've been able to join me on this. I'm so excited and happy. So these are my buddies, Xeng, who is on the camera left, and Toua, who's on the camera left at the bottom, and then T, who is underneath my screen, T Yang. You may know his name through T Yang's art on Facebook and Instagram, so also follow and subscribe to his content too. So like I was saying, man, I just want to kind of like introduce you guys to the fans and followers. So we'll start off with Xeng, and then just kind of like just tell them who you are, and pretty much I don't know, and we'll go on from there. We'll wing it.
All right, well, hi everybody. My name is Xeng. Like Ricky said, we've known each other for over 10 years now, and like I always tell my girlfriend, I feel like I'm the third wheel of this friend group because I know all these guys through my brothers, actually. Yeah.
Okay, and Toua, we'll go with you next.
All right, hi, I'm Toua, and I guess you could say I'm like the oldest of all the group here. So I used to be the shot caller. I used to drive everybody around back in Michigan. So So.
Alright, then T.
What's up, man? Yeah, I actually forgot how I met Ricky. It's been a long time, but I think I met Ricky through his cousin's going away party. I believe Yellowmead.
Yeah.
I think that's when I first met Ricky. But yeah, it's been like over 10 years now. So we've been really good friends. He's like my brother, big brother. And I'm the youngest one in this group, or like our friend group. So yeah.
Yeah, sadly we are missing one person, but it's ready. I'm already happy enough to have you guys on this episode. But yeah, it's funny. I still remember meeting all of you guys. It was basically my cousin who moved to Minnesota, and you guys showed up because you guys all went to the same school, to Warren Woods Tower. Sadly I was at Centerline, so I'm the odd one out here. But yeah, you guys showed up we had like this little barbecue going thing, and I remember, man, 10 years ago, like T was the one I still remember the most. He had like the poofy hair. He was so skinny, before he started bulking up. And he was just so tiny, like I remember that perfectly. And we didn't really hang out until after that event, right? We got to know each other there, and then maybe like a week or two after, I don't know how we all kind of like linked up. I think it was some of our other mutual friends who showed up too. I remember when T was like, "Dude, Ricky, do you box and stuff?" Because I had that boxing bag in my garage. So like T was like, we should spar or something, right? And this is how me and T became good friends, right? Because we became friends through a sparring match, and I'm so mad I had that video deleted because it's not so much what happened, it's what happened after, right? So to make it short, I accidentally hit T in the face because we were only doing body shots at the time to be safe, and I threw a right cross. I accidentally hit T in the face, and the reaction was priceless. I'm so mad I have that deleted. It would have been perfect for like just to show T from way back in the day. But yeah, and we became friends through like boxing, and then Toua, Toua drove us around because he was the oldest one out of us. He had the car, he had the driver's license. I remember I became really close with him because of Asian Skip Day. The day like I gave Toua gas money. I was like, dude, take it. He's like, no, man, I'm not letting you give me that money, So by that day we were like best friends from there. And then Xeng, Xeng was just always there, dude. Like I don't really remember how we became really good friends too. You were just always there because, like you said, your brothers were with us too. So
Right.
yeah.
I was like the third wheel, honestly.
Xeng wasn't the cool one.
No, I was not. I was
No, I'm
the
joking.
white
Just joking.
one.
Yeah, you know, it's a wild ride, man. When I think back about like how long we've been friends, and especially through this group chat we have on Facebook, you know, and just the nonsense we talk about from just topics to the Hmong community to nerdy stuff like Batman and Avengers and just a bunch of nonsense, you know, like that. It shows like how tight knit we are, even after like you know Toua and T moved to Minnesota, and after like we just all graduated and went our own ways. We still kind of stuck close, and you know I think if anything, I think you know T is the one that kind of help us stay together too, because I think with that LA trip that we all did, you know T covered most of it too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know I bought my own tickets and stuff, but T covered like the hotel and all that stuff too. So like I think through that we actually got really close, and I really wish Sang was there because that night, one of those nights we FaceTime Sang and we like poured out like Henny and something for him. They can
Oh,
see.
did you guys?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Honestly though, man, I do want to do another trip, one more before Sang gets married. Like,
Yeah,
just-
dude, we should, man. Like, you know, I know we always talk about like booking things and setting up things, and you know, it is hard, you know, at times because like we all got our own schedules and stuff, and a lot of us, we may not be financially steady at times, but you know, I'm glad that even through that we're still friends. But yeah, dude, like I was saying to the listeners, these guys are my best friends, man. Like these are my brothers when it comes down to it, and they always get like the first looks at all the exclusive content I do on the podcast. They see which one, what is good, what is not. So yeah, and yeah, we'll just start off with some basic topics here, just for the podcast. It's nothing special. There's nothing specifically in mind for this episode. It's just a special because you guys are on. But I do have certain topics that I'd like to talk about because, you know, with T being an artist, he just started his page like not even a month ago, and he's already passed 500 likes. I've been watching your stuff. He's already passed 500 likes already, which is crazy. I think the Hmong Artists montage that you did, or that collaboration you did, really excelled your I guess your page too. What was your reaction to that when everyone saw that? Like you got David Yang liking it, Shang Li liked it, Vu Peter liked it, all those guys liked it. What was your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, I wasn't expecting to do that, but because the photo that I drew first before that one was the Luya, Tuya, and Poto.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I drew that one, but then you know it was just like a random day. So I think it was like a Tuesday, I think, and then I just drew it, and then I just like, you know what, let me just post it up because I wasn't really like thought it was gonna blow up like that. So I uploaded that photo and then or that drawing, and then somehow it just blew up. So then I was like, okay, so I guess this is what the Hmong people kind of wanted, you know, or what they like to get their attention.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, so you know, let me do like one with all the current artists that I like in the Hmong community, and let me just try to collaborate all of them together and see if that takes me anywhere with my art. So I guess I did, and then it just went on from there. So that's how that happened.
Yeah, it's definitely something that Hmong people were not expecting. You know, like people were giving you offers. They were, like the share count was crazy, right? Because people were like just commenting, and you know, there's always going to be haters and stuff too. But like that's what made it funny because like they were like, some of the shading is off, some of this, some of that, and people were defending you at the same time. Like I don't see you doing this stuff, da da da. I think my favorite part of that drawing though was your the fact that you included the artist that passed away. What was his name?
Siley.
Yeah, Sealy. Yes, Sealy. Like you had him in there, and you drew the guitar. I think that's what made it stick out. The shading of that guitar, that looked really good.
That I'm not gonna lie, Siley and Yasmi was the two hardest one. Yeah.
Yeah, like Yasmi's photo. That's the one that's like based off like the really edited one, right? The one that it's one of her album covers, I think.
And plus, like some of the photos that I found, the quality was bad. So then I kind of had to freestyle some of them, like the shading and everything. So that was kind of hard too. But and also
What you're cutting out? Repeat that. You cut out. You cut out your. I can't hear you. Your audio cut out. I can't.
oh, hold up, I can't hear you. I think you're cutting off.
Say
Hold on.
Hmm?
All right. Is it good now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Repeat what you said.
Oh wait, what did I say again?
You said something about like the pictures were.
Oh
you get
yeah,
the
the,
freehand.
the quality. Yeah, the quality of the images that I found on Google was pretty horrible. So for me, it was hard to do the shading because one thing I learned about drawing is that you could draw something, it could look shitty as hell, but if you know how to shade, the drawing will look good, man. Yeah, so shading is like at least 80% of what real art should be.
it makes up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Toua, you used to draw too, right? I think I remember you had a drawing of like the hands and shit from college.
Yeah, I did a little bit back then.
Yeah.
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 Cat.
Yeah, it was a great. I can't draw for
Yeah.
shit, dude. I'm terrible. I draw like stick figures. I can't even draw stick figures good. My shit looked like chicken scratch.
I actually still have some of my drawing that I drew when I was like 15 or 16, and it's not even finished till this day.
Yeah, too bad you don't share it. Have people look at it. Yeah, but that really, the drawing that he did really did a number with the Hmong community. Again, he had artists that were featured on there. Most of them shared it. Again, David Yang shared it. Vu Peters shared it. Shang Li shared it. I think LP and TL, those guys shared it too. So it was really dope. And then recently you also did your collaboration with Tongpak Fu, right? And everyone loved that one too. I mentioned that one to Tony Santiago on the episode I recorded last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So you'll hear that mention in the episode on this coming Sunday, or
Okay.
by the time our episode's uploaded, the Tony Santiago episode will be uploaded already. So you'll hear the mention on the Tony Santiago episode. Yeah, but he
Does
sounded
he know
pretty.
that movie or no?
Huh?
Does he know that movie or no?
I don't think so. But I just threw the mention there. I was like The Flirting Scholar by Stephen Chow. Yeah. So he seems pretty interested. Hopefully he checked it out. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, man. So with that drawing and the Hmong community and all these artists, man, on this topic, since we're treading this water, what are your guys' thoughts on the Hmong music today? With everyone releasing hit after hit. Recently I had Jer Lee on the podcast. Shout out to Jer and the Hmong guys too. I recently had him on the podcast. I had Chinchilla on the podcast. What were you guys' thoughts on just the Hmong music in general?
I think it's improving. It's getting better, honestly. The quality of it, just dating back to 10 years ago when not to be cheesy, but when ETA was.
Wait, hold on. Damn. No, it's the audio is not picking up on my end.
To David Yang and all those other guys, it's really a difference, and in another way, it's working out great for them. For all those artists out there.
Yeah. So midway, I got you cut out. I couldn't hear what you said in the first half. But no, you mentioned E.T. Yang and those guys, right? How the music was different with them, and then now with the music today, it's more hip hop kind of.
Oh yeah.
It's more modernized. Yeah. What do you guys think of those Hmong concerts? Those virtual Hmong concerts, that what's it, Dang something, Dang Tao, I think is his name, the Toke Day guy. Everyone was throwing chairs and shit for their memes and shit. Oh man, dude.
I thought that concert, it was very good because I was surprised by the sound quality. First of all, the sound quality was very good because and then I was surprised when they even got the artists from overseas, like Luya and the other girl, how they got them. and then even the audio from overseas was very good too. So I was just super surprised, and it was a very good concert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whoever was hosting had really good internet for sure. Like
Yeah.
that's how it's good. The host had good internet. Like and they were I don't know if they were streaming on, it was multi-stream, right? It was through like YouTube, Facebook.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was Facebook.
Yeah.
I think it was through a TV broadcast channel. I think something like that.
Yeah, because so multi-stream, you'd have to have really good hardware to do that and really good software too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but dude, when Liu Yao came on, I geeked out. I was like, dude, they got Liu Yao on this concert and stuff. He was singing his song Yokumeme. I was like, damn, dude, like they got this dude on here. And then the concert overall was really good. And then there's other concerts too. Like I think last weekend there was the one that had like Surprise on it. And some other singers. I think Khaled Universe was trying to do one, and then her stream didn't work. I think I saw like her post or something like that saying like she was gonna make up for it with her music or her content. But yeah, dude, like it all depends on just like who is streaming. Like for example, if I'm the one doing this concert, dude, it would not work. My internet's trash right now. I might have to like upgrade my internet speed too, but. Yeah, those concerts were really good. I really liked the memes overall. You know, like the It's Okay Day, man. That was the one that made everyone go crazy. Everyone had like front row seats and throwing chairs and reenacting scenes. I don't know how he would respond to that, right? Because now his song is just associated with violence.
Hey, Ricky, we couldn't hear you for like the past 15 seconds.
Oh,
It was like you were cutting off.
I'm sorry. I was talking about like how Clear Universe, her music wasn't being able to stream, and if I was to stream, then I would have to, I couldn't do it either. I would have to really upgrade my equipment. But yeah, like with Dang Tao, that's his name, right? The singer Dang Tao.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, with that guy, his song's associated with violence now, with like the New Year's and stuff. People throwing chairs and shit. Like I don't know how he'd react to that. I want to assume that he probably laughs it off, but at the same time, dude, like your song that you worked hard, like just imagine as a content creator, like the song you worked hard on is now known as a joke. Like,
I think he's pushing it though, honestly.
When that song comes on, that's all people think about. It just like chair throwing and.
I don't know, man. Like. Hopefully, if he can respond, if he sees this episode, hopefully he can respond to that and definitely confirm.
But he is a good singer though.
Yeah, he did some American covers too. Like he did some Breaking Benjamin rock covers, some Nickelback stuff. He's actually really good. I like that he still has like that early 2000s rock voice.
Yeah,
like no one really sings like that anymore. But yeah, he's good. Just hopefully he kind of gets a new single or something and breaks out of the It's Okay Day song. So like with these Hmong artists in mind as well, who do you think right now is, in your opinion, the best artist right now? Like for me, I think the best artist right now is definitely Kid Swami, David Yang, and Khaled Universe. Those are my top three.
For me, I'm not really like into like I mean I like Hmong music, but that's not like what I listen to every day.
Oh, okay.
But who I do listen to and who I do enjoy listening to in the Hmong community is I like Jerry Lee a lot. I think he's got an amazing voice, and I like David Yang, and I like Shong Li. Shong Li is like number one Hmong rapper for me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Toua, saying one of you guys can go give your top three.
Toua, you could go.
Let's see. Right now, I'm a big fan of Some No Town right now. Some No Town. They got like those hit joint that I really like. So I like them.
Oh, repeat that. Guys, repeat that.
What's the guy? What's that rapper guy name again? Where he did it with Sons of No Town.
Which one?
The Gobakana.
Oh, KT.
Oh yeah,
KT. Yeah.
I like his music too. His music is pretty nice. And then I think I would go Shong Li. Like he's still one of I think the best Hmong lyricists out there. Honestly, his words just flow nicely, and that's what I like about his music.
Okay.
Let me just put something else out there.
What?
Another rapper that I really did like, and I wish that he would continue making music, is TL.
TL, yeah. Well, based on the podcast I had with Paul, he's still working on something, so hopefully that's true.
I'm hoping that he will release it because Sean Lee and TL, the way they flow with the beat and the lyrics is just amazing, man. That's why.
I don't think those two collabed yet. They should though. They have similar taste. Yeah.
They should.
Toua, can you repeat your three again? Because you cut off when you were saying yours.
Oh yeah. I said that I enjoyed Son of No Town because when they came out with those two hit like Country and
Go you saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I say David Yang and Sean Lee as well.
Sean Lee. Okay, and then saying who was your first one?
First one was Sons of No Town.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's right. Okay, just want to make that clear for those of you who watched the video, because on my end you guys cut off, so they're gonna hear me like say like, oh shit, you guys cut off. You know, I want to make sure you guys, the listeners, get what you guys said. Yeah. So to move on with this topic, I know I don't want to tread on the Hmong waters too long because we already crossed the Mekong River. So, T, I know this will get you triggered. So, one of the topics I have here is, hold on, can you guys?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can, because you guys like are all frozen to me right now. You guys are all staying still. Okay, so you guys are. So the topic I have this for T is, you think that Scott Adkins can become Batman? And for those who don't know who Scott Adkins is, he is an actor, a martial artist who's most known for the Yuri Boyka or the Undisputed sequels. And he's recently been in a film with Donnie Yen and Ip Man, the latest one, and he pretty much was the villain. Now, Scott Adkins, he's also in several movies too. He's in Doctor Strange. He's a villain in that movie. I recently watched another one, American Assassin, with Michael Keaton and Dylan O'Brien. He was in there too. But he's never really the hero of those movies, besides those straight to DVD stuff. But T believes that he can become Bruce Wayne. So T, what is your argument first? Like, let the listeners know why you think Scott Adkins can be Bruce Wayne.
All right. So this can go on forever because first of all, Scott Adkins is like one of the most underrated actor ever. I swear. And the one thing I like about him is that he does his own stunt, and then he is not a great actor in my opinion, but he is a good actor. So I think that he can pull off a Bruce Wayne or a Batman if he wanted to. And I mean, yeah, I saw him did that auditioning for Batman. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah, he had a take
Christian
on
Bale. Yeah, Christian Bale auditioning. Yeah, so he did that. Then I was like, it's decent. It's not the best, but it's decent. But I'm okay with it. But I think Scott Adkins can pull it off, but it's just the fact that maybe he is a little bit too old now. He's hitting that age.
Yeah.
But
I think if anything, if he is associated with the DC or Batman universe, I think he's better as a villain because of how he looks now. But I mean, I can see why you think he can pull off a Bruce Wayne, definitely for the martial arts aspect and the stunts. But I don't know, man. That audition take he did, his accent's still too thick. Like he sounds like a London Batman still. It doesn't really I guess match the character.
I don't know, because I mean, I feel like he might pull off like a Ben Affleck, where you know how people were doubting Ben Affleck.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that might happen to him. So that's just my personal opinion, but I do truly believe that he would be a badass Batman. I mean, I'd rather choose him than Robert Pattinson, honestly.
Fucking Edward.
So that's my
Hey,
opinion.
put some respect on his name.
Yeah, put some respect on that.
But Edward, the thing about him is that he's a good actor, though. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very great actor. So
Saying 12, what are you guys' thoughts on that? On Scott Adkins possibly trying to be Batman?
Um, I
Go
don't
ahead,
really,
Zeng.
I don't really follow him. I just know that he's Boyka from the Undisputed franchise.
Yeah.
Um, like you said, he was in American Sniper. I just saw that movie like a couple months ago, honestly, and I don't know. And I guess he's getting old too, like you guys mentioned. So I guess he wouldn't really fit a young Bruce Wayne. It would be like an older Bruce Wayne, like into like a mid career being Batman. But like Ricky said, I think he'd be best for like a villain role because of his martial arts background and everything.
All right, and Toa, your thoughts?
Me, I don't really watch a lot of Batman stuff. I don't know much about DC stuff, but just based on Scott Adkins, yeah. The only thing I know about him is that he's a good martial artist and he can fight. But then pulling off Batman, I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is, like, he's a good stunt guy. You know, if he was playing like Batman, like as a stunt double, I'd believe that. But then, like with Bruce Wayne's character, there's so much depth to it. I don't think my personal opinion, I don't think Scott Adkins can pull that kind of depth to Bruce Wayne's mental state to where like you can believe that he's a dude who has anger and issues with the city and who's trying to find justice. But I mean, definitely he has a look for sure. He can definitely have a Bruce Wayne look because if I've seen him without the facial hair, he can definitely have a Bruce Wayne look. But I think character-wise, he'd have to really work on that. I think that's what Robert Pattinson brings to the table too, right? Because Robert Pattinson, he may not physically look like a good Bruce Wayne, but he might be able to emulate those emotions of Bruce Wayne. But you guys seen those photos, right, of his suit and stuff, like the year one kind of look? What do you?
I'm not digging it, man.
I've seen it here and there.
What was that saying?
I've seen it here and there, like the comparison between Robert Pattinson's suit to like the animated ones.
Yeah, like some people were comparing it to like Daredevil and stuff. I thought that was pretty funny.
Isn't his crown like more like the ears are more towards in the back and it's more pointy, right? If I remember correctly. Or did they show it yet?
I think they showed the points, but I don't recall the Pattinson look.
And you're right.
Yeah, like I think it's more towards like the back of the skull and then it points up versus like if it's like on the sides like bull's horns. I don't know. That would look pretty funny. Yeah. So hold on. So before we're gonna wrap up this topic with the Batman stuff, but after that we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break just to be safe, with time. But yeah, with Robert Pattinson being Batman, and I think there's talks of Johnny Depp trying to be Joker too, and I think with his movie they also have like Lenny Kravitz's daughter. What's her name? Forgot her name already, but she was in X-Men. She was the girl with the butterfly wings. That girl. She's playing Catwoman.
Oh, yeah.
And then Penguin was casted. Colin Powell, I think it's not. Is it Colin Powell? I don't know. These so many different.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. Yeah. Who's Colin Powell? That's the politician, right?
Yeah.
Colin Farrell is Penguin, which is definitely a different take. I think I think he'd be a good job as Penguin.
I thought that the guy that was playing Penguin was going to be the guy from 22 Jump Street.
Jonah Hill? No,
yeah, dude. Jonah Hill. I thought it was Jonah Hill.
That dude is too comedic to be Penguin. I can just imagine him just spazzing out as Penguin.
Oh.
Like, he has the look for it, though. He does. He's got the body for it. I don't think acting-wise, I don't think he can pull it off. He's
Jonah Hill could pull it off, but then he's too like in that comedic scene where like we can't take him seriously.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I feel bad for actors like him, dude. Like him and like guys like that hang around like James Franco. Those guys, like they're so comedic already. So when they do take a serious role, you can't take them seriously anywhere.
Exactly.
I mean, he did play the Green Goblin though, James Franco.
Yeah, he did. But people made fun of him for that though. Yeah, because that was young Franco, and people made fun of him, and then now he's like the pothead who gets high, and he's with Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's pretty much the end of this part. We'll be right back after this break. All right, so this is the second half. We're back from the break. Had some water, talked about some stuff that we won't mention on the podcast. To continue on, it's amazing to see how far like our community has grown. We were just like briefly mentioning about like how these artists are kind of just excelling in the Hmong community, and everyone is like riding this wave of just using social media, being podcasters, being.
Hey, you were cutting off.
Ah, fuck! Yeah, I knew something was wrong. Okay, so, hold on. So I mentioned I was mentioning because my buddies here didn't hear. I was mentioning like how the Hmong community was excelling, right, with the social media stuff, becoming more artists, even podcasters, and just overall content creators. And I think it's great that we have our community rising up with that. And to continue on with that too, I didn't realize there were so many Hmong podcasters out there. I know you guys are just slowly getting into the podcasting stuff because of what I've been doing, but have you guys listened to anything else too besides just my stuff?
Yeah, I should do listen to a couple of podcasts, just two actually. I listen to they're not Hmong podcasts, but I listen to Joe Budden podcast and Ti podcast. They're rappers.
Yeah.
So that's about me. Yeah. That's it.
I don't like how Ti talks though. Ti talks to everyone like they're dumb or something. Like he talks very slow.
He talks like he's really he's got swag.
Oh yeah.
Like there was one episode he was talking about like BET stream, right, with Tyler Perry, and he's like, so BET has their own Netflix and their own streaming services. I'm like, yes, dude. Like he talks so slow. It's just we get it. We understand that BET's got their own network. Just say that, and they kind of just got to me how he was saying it.
Well,
yeah, I remember back then. I listened to a lot of what's that one called? The Breakfast Club. Yeah, Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Charlamagne. Yeah.
Charlamagne is good.
Soldier Boy.
Drake.
Yeah, so I listened to a lot of Breakfast Club, and I just started listening to the basketball one. Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson saying, all the smoke.
Yeah, all the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just started listening to that one too. So
yeah. And
I listen to Ricky's podcast as well.
Thank you.
I think for me, the only podcast that I really listen to is like Toua mentioned, basketball players, all the smoke with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, and then Knuckleheads with Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson, and then from Hmong, it'll just be like DC Reacts whenever I come across his videos. I'll just like play it just to listen to what he's got to say about Hmong music.
Yeah, I was hoping he was gonna do a podcast too. Like he does the interviews and stuff, but he doesn't have the like actual podcast setup with the with the hour or like 30-minute episodes or like a full length, I guess, because he cuts his stuff up in parts with videos. So I don't think he's had like a full feature length of an interview or episode, but I think he could pull it off too, because like he's got certain content where that it'll only match. Like for example, like I can't have like guys like Sons of No Town on my podcast because I'm not big into rap. I know I like music, but I'm not into rap like that. But DC could have someone like Sons of No Town on there on his podcast, and they can like work a lot better.
Yeah.
I was thinking like you guys are talking about the basketball stuff. Does Stephen A. Smith have a podcast? Because that dude is always ranting on ESPN and shit.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does. I listened to a few on Spotify, but then I don't know, for some reason I just stopped listening. But I did listen to like one or two on Spotify.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith, man, that dude like just I like how he talks. It's funny because he's just over exaggerative.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think he's just doing it so that like his fame will get up there. But I feel like he's not genuine about what he's talking about. Like he's just like a show, honestly.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it sounds like he'll say what he had to say, and he doesn't care about your feeling. He's not afraid to.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, because like he was on, because like UFC's with MMA now.
Yeah.
He was like talking about the fighters and stuff like that, and I think him and Joe Rogan got into like a small disagreement, And Joe
Yeah.
Rogan's like, you don't know the fighters, you don't know what it takes to be in there. Stephen A. Smith is like talking all this smack, like that fighter should have just done this, and they should have just quit. Why'd he quit? Da 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 da. So like they kind of went on the
For
screen.
me, that's him putting on a show for himself, because I get it. You watch sports and you talk about sports, but different sports have different themes or what to talk about, like the technicality of it.
Yeah, I thought that was just funny how he like mentioned MMA, and like hearing someone who's like into like football, or I don't even know if he's football, but I know he's mostly basketball. But like from coming from that sport and then like jumping in on MMA, I thought that was pretty funny. Like him giving his thoughts. It's like me trying to give you guys like my thoughts on basketball, and I know nothing about basketball. Dude, like with COVID-19 going around too and canceling all these sports, what was your guys' thoughts, man? Because there's no more basketball, no more football, pretty much no more sports. Like even MMA is on the verge of like no more broadcasting. I think Dana White is close to trying to do something in May, but I really doubt that it will happen.
Pretty sad, man, actually, because I was hoping that Pacquiao, because I'm a boxing fan, that's my favorite sport. I was hoping that Pacquiao will fight at least like 2 fights this year. That's what I thought. And I wanted to watch basketball too, like the playoffs, because I actually thought that the Bucks was gonna take it this year. But
What? Crazy.
Yeah, because for basketball, we were in the playoffs, right? That's right when COVID-19 started, or close to that.
It was a couple.
The playoffs started just if the season was to continue how it was without it being stopped, then the playoff would start like sometime last week. Right,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, but then like kind of like what Hadi said, there's no more sports on TV, no basketball, no March Madness. Probably not even gonna be like an NFL season this upcoming. And then basically there's nothing on TV. It's just like what is it? The one guy said we probably gonna start watching them play bowling or some other.
Oh yeah, RDC.
sport.
Shout out to RDC guys, dude. I'm rocking their shirt. RDC, they're watching like pool and table tennis and shit. Fucking bowling. Wait, that was a good video.
Yeah, it was. I was shocked. I mean, I'd say I was shocked when they suspended the NBA season. I just couldn't believe it when I saw the news. It's like wow, like one guy shut down a whole season.
That's right. Because that one player he had it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah. And wasn't he the one that was saying like he had it for like, as a joke, and then he really had it or something like that?
No, he touched the microphone.
Okay. Saying I'm gonna need you to hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna need you to repeat that last half. When you said he touched the microphone and then what?
Oh, Rudy Gobert took like coronavirus or COVID-19 as a joke, and then
he caught it.
Like, he touched
okay.
all the microphones, and then afterwards he got it. And then,
Okay.
yeah, the whole NBA season was shut down afterwards.
Yeah. So, man, that's the irony in that, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what are your guys' thoughts on this stuff so far, man? Because like everyone's just home now, and I know some of you guys are working still.
Right.
I don't know, man. I feel like that COVID-19 is just driving all the OGs crazy, man. I don't know about your parents, but my parents, bro, sometimes they be tripping over for nothing. So
yeah, that's true.
Dude, my dad's been watching Korean dramas all month.
Here.
I can't put stepping aside, honestly. That's how sad it is.
And you guys got your stimulus checks, right? Because I know I did.
I did.
I got.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. But then this COVID-19 got people doing bear tag video, and got people singing, got people becoming superstar on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah, everything. So
I've seen that's the thing I've seen. A lot of people on TikTok dancing and shit. That shit looks so corny.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, you guys joined the Hmong karaoke page, that quarantine page. I know that was pretty hot for a while.
I did, but I left.
I'm in it.
Technically, I'm still in it, but I unfollowed them because there's just too many people posting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think some people go a little bit too. Some people go a little bit too extra in there though. They got like they got all like all dressed up. They got all the lights, everything. Like there's no point to be that extra.
I know they got like mini New Year's in their basements and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, like I know like there's a lot of people doing like the music stuff, right? They you got like all these older generation people trying to put their music back on the Hmong quarantine page. There's this one guy I saw, like he doesn't even sing, he plays guitar. Steven Shong, he's that guitarist. I think he's pretty good too. He was on that Hmong karaoke page, but he was just playing his guitar.
I don't know who that is.
No,
am I in that group? So I
okay.
Yeah, I seen a couple of his video. He's pretty good.
Yeah, so to move on, I think we've been going back and forth with this Hmong topic for quite a bit. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Anime topic right here. All right, I had this one in mind. You guys all watched Dragonball Super, right? I know T did. Yeah, you guys all... Saying, did you finish it?
Wait, no, I don't watch Dragon Ball Z because it's just too much talking and then too much powering up and like.
I thought we were friends, man.
I guess we're not no more.
Over Dragon Ball Super. But anyways, I think you might be able to get on this topic, saying in the Tournament of Power, there's like this. I had this talk with with one of the previous guests I had with Crystal from Anime Oils. Shout out to her. And you know, we mentioned this topic of if Future Trunks was in the Tournament of Power. What do you guys think? What would have happened? Would he had made a difference to that team?
No difference. No.
Not even with the Spirit Sword that he cuts Zamus in half with.
I don't know, man. Just that Tournament of Power, I feel like one, they made Jiren too OP, and two, I feel like the Goku's world. I think what was it? What universe were they? Universe 7?
Yeah,
7.
Yeah, I feel like they should have lost. Honestly,
I think so.
But you know how it is. The arc that the heroes always got to win.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'm happy about is that they didn't make Goku win.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was one of the highlights for me. Is that Android 17 won. So that was a shocking for me. So. Because I thought it was going to be Frieza that was going to win.
I thought so too. That dude was MVP throughout that whole thing. Him and 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Tournament of Power, I felt like they kind of... It was definitely dragged out for the rest of that season. Like realistically, I think that if Jiren was to take that whole tournament seriously, he would have won. He would have beaten everyone, got everything done, and won, and saved his universe. I think they hyped him up for too long, then had like Goku and Vegeta take turns fighting him, and they still lost.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Xeng? Did you watch the Tournament of Power at all?
No, I watch. Well, whenever like the little highlight videos are on Facebook, I would watch it. I would watch it, and then like Fatih said, they made Jiren, the alien guy, they made him too damn strong. Like what the? Like it's just so like it just seems like so impossible to make him that strong, you know. The way how he was just beating guys like left and right, and like he wasn't phased to anything at all. And then
Have you heard of Saitama?
Yeah, right. Have you heard? I think should have brought him along.
I think he was supposed to be the equivalent to that, like of a Saitama or Goku. He was, or not Goku, but Superman. He was supposed to be like that because you know everyone's with the. I'm pretty sure the animators of Dragon Ball Z and the writers are watching all the death battles and stuff and comparisons of Goku and Superman, so they had to throw in like a superhero type of guy in there, and then have Goku technically fight him, but not really beat him. But then their universe still won.
Yeah, so that Goku's better than Saitama.
I don't think so, dude. Saitama, I don't think so. Hold on.
The other day.
Oh.
We're talking about the power tournament now.
Yeah. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had to
But
check something.
Going back to what? Oh wait.
Going back to the
I say going back to what Ricky was. Yeah, even if they did like added Trunks in the mix, I think the Jar or the author probably he probably want to focus much on Trunks in a way. So, and I'm glad how they let like a side character like Android 17 where he was the main hero. So how they let like a side character win. So I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, because I think they kind of did him dirty in the Dragon Ball Z series, because like he was about to be like a top tier villain, and then Cell took him out.
Yeah.
No, man. I was hoping to see more of Gohan too.
Yeah, dude, Gohan, I don't know what to say anymore. Dude, like that video I tagged on with him missing the earring, that's pretty much what they did to Gohan, dude. They ruined him.
Yeah.
They let him go after the Cell Saga.
Yeah, like, I don't blame the writers though, dude. I blame the fans, right? Because when they were, making Gohan the main lead, everyone tripped out and like they wanted Goku back, and so they did it, and now all the Gohan fans are mad that Goku came back and took the lead. So it's an unwinnable debate, because it's either you have someone like Goku who's always going to be in the lead, or someone else. Like I personally thought that they should have let Vegeta take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait till you guys catch up on my end. Okay, yeah, you guys were frozen again, so I want to make sure you guys, the fans, can see.
Yeah, I feel like they should have had Vegeta win it though. Like,
I think it, like, coming from like a writer's point of view, I really think that Vegeta had the best. He could have had the best opportunity to like be a real lead character, winning that tournament, but the writer hates him, so can't do nothing about that either. Toriyama hates Vegeta.
I don't get it though. Like, how does he hate Vegeta? But then I'm not gonna lie, Vegeta, he's got the best lines in the Dragon Ball Z series.
He
like,
does.
His quotes in there, like his motivational on point, man.
Yeah, he for sure. Like the writing for him is really good. I think Toriyama just wanted him to be a villain and then get killed off. I think that's the case. But the fans dictated what they wanted, and he came back. So I don't know, dude. Like, you can't please everyone. It's the same thing with like all the games and stuff that's coming out. I know, like with have you guys played the Final Fantasy VII at all, or had an opportunity to touch that?
Not yet.
You guys know the ending at all for that? If you guys don't, then I won't say it.
Oh, I heard spoilers.
Okay. So I was saying, you guys are on board with the spoilers?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't even play it, so go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, Zack is apparently alive in the Final Fantasy VII game, but now, like with Final Fantasy VII, though, like they're throwing in the like the timelines, like alternate universes, alternate timelines, and so Zack, who is the character who gave Cloud the sword, he's supposedly alive. That's the big spoiler. So. Yeah.
But you can't play him in the 7, right?
Huh?
You said, but you can't play him, right? In part 7?
No. You only see the storyline. Even in the original, you just see him briefly in a flashback, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
Oh, the only game you can play him in is in Crisis Core, which is the PSP version.
I played that one. That one was good.
That was a good game. What were you gonna say, Sang?
Well, like in the game or the series, isn't he supposed to be like dead, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to be dead, but in the remake game, the ending was a big shocker, because like a character like him who's supposed to help make Cloud be who he is alive. So a lot of either fans loved it or fans hate it. I have a cousin who hates the ending. He's like, it makes no sense. The alternate timelines are so stupid. And, with timeline, like, because that's the thing too, right? So it's timelines and a multiverse thing is such a huge thing now too. Avengers did it in Endgame. DC Universe is always doing it with the Flash. There's always that topic of the multiverse theory. That's a huge deal with like a lot of fiction and stuff now.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Flash, T, you got to meet Grant Gustin. Talk about that experience.
Oh man, Grant Gustin, bro. Dude, that guy is just awesome. Just awesome guy, man. I'm not gonna lie, because I met a lot of celebrities at my Comic Cons. I'm not gonna lie though, of all the experience all the actors that I met, the worst one, Chris Evans.
Really? Oh damn, Captain America.
Chris Evans is Tom Holland, bro. But the thing is that I think Chris Evans, he was just tired.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the reason. Holland, dude, I feel like he's got an attitude. I don't know why.
Tom Holland has an attitude. Spider-Man.
Yeah, like he don't want to interact at all. Like he just didn't. He didn't even look up at me. He just wrote his autograph and he just gave it to me. And I'm like, wow, really?
Damn. Okay.
Grant Gustin, dude, he is very nice, man. He looks up at you. He shakes your hand. He takes his time, and he's into basketball too. So that's a conversation that we had.
Oh, nice.
And he told me that he thought the Bucks was gonna win. Finally.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I figured he'd be more on the nicer side because he barely goes to conventions, so he doesn't deal with that kind of like a fan rush of people. Until you had the opportunity to meet him too, right? You went with T to that convention.
Yeah, it was in Seattle. And basically, I went because he was the only reason I went was because he was there. I mean, I could kill us about the other movie actor, but yeah, I went just for Grant Gustin. But yeah, he was very cool.
Yeah, and you met Elizabeth Olsen too, right?
Oh yeah, Elizabeth Olsen. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How was she?
She was cool. Like I didn't, cause I went through the photo booth thingy, but then it was just super quick, so I didn't really get a chance to talk to her. So it's kind of like I went in.
Photo ops are very quick. They're like 5 seconds.
I went, take a picture, and then okay, next, and then that was it. I didn't get a chance to like even ask her anything like that.
Did you grab that ass? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
They probably kick me out.
For real, yeah. The security ain't no joke at conventions, man. They'll jump you. And Xeng, I know you haven't gone to any conventions yet, but do you plan to? Do you plan to go to any?
I don't plan to, but I wouldn't mind tagging along with one of you guys. Even like whenever Motor City Comic Con comes into town.
Yeah, they canceled already.
Oh yeah, like just whenever that Comic Con comes in town, like it never makes me want to go. I don't feel excited about going to it, but I wouldn't mind going to check it out. Honestly, and meeting these celebrities.
Yeah, like I think I cut mine really short. Like I used to really try to go out of my way, but now I'm more like into just meeting like more smaller celebrities or voice actors now, or even like just internet celebrities. That's why I really wanted to go to DreamCon. I wanted to meet like guys like Griffey and RDC World and Caleb City, but they canceled. I'm so mad.
That'd be cool.
They canceled it?
Yeah, they canceled DreamCon because I think they didn't want to take that risk. But good news is though my tickets are transferred for next year, and then Delta gave me credits for my flights too, so I'll be using all that same money just to get flights again. So I'm good for next year.
Okay, hey, but since we're on this Comic Con topic, shout out to Ricky Vang. You, man, you were the reason why I actually went to Comic Con. Because at first, I didn't think much of it, but then you were the very first person that I've seen that I know that went to class. So, because I didn't know how it works, but I didn't know how to buy tickets. I didn't know how photo op works. I didn't know nothing about Comic Cons. You went, and then that's when I asked you questions. You told me like how to do it. And then that's how I slowly got into it. So thank you to you for I met. So
yeah, but you got to meet the Avengers and Khaleesi, man. You're like way above beyond me. I'm not even on that level yet. You traveled to Chicago so many times, dude.
it wouldn't be possible without you, honestly. So, but I was able to do it because I didn't know nothing about Comic Cons.
Yeah, I think the first time I went to Comic Con, it was because of my friends Tanya. Like her and her friends, they won Wizard World tickets in Chicago, so it was like a 1-day pass. That's how I met Eddie from the first season of Flash. I bought a quick photo op with him.
Right.
Yeah, and then that's how I also got to see Tony Santiago's art too. I mentioned this in that episode with him, but like Wizard World Chicago was like the first real Comic Con I went to. Then since then I went to Motor City, and then I went to some of the smaller ones, like one in Novi and Monroe. Not Novi, one in Monroe, and then one in I forgot what the other small one I went to, but yeah, and even anime conventions count. We all went to Anime Expo, so yeah, I think conventions are more of a big thing now. A lot of people are doing it, but because of that shit is so pricey now, man. That's why I don't want to go anymore.
It is, but I think back to Xeng. I think Xeng would be more of an anime convention than Comic Con convention.
Yeah, I think if we took Xeng to Expo, I think Xeng would like that more than Comic.
I think he would really enjoy Expo.
Yeah.
Then probably go to the hentai section.
Of course.
We'll take him to the maid cafe and have him take pictures with them.
Like, if I want to go to a Comic Con, I just want to go see like the creative creativity of the cosplayers.
Yes.
Of how they build all their costumes.
Oh, no.
I think I would enjoy that more than anything, honestly.
Yeah, because I think for anime conventions, cosplay is what I like the most too. Because that year we went to Expo, I was meeting cosplayers left and right. Besides Jessica Negri, I didn't meet her. I think T did, right? T, you guys meet Jessica Negri?
Yeah, me and Moore did.
Yeah, for that quick second.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she had her own like secluded booth and shit. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that year we went, cosplay wasn't big either. All those people that or at least that I follow now, that are big now, they weren't that big. They were just getting started too. And then like after that, now everyone's big.
Yeah, now.
Repeat that, saying. Oh shit.
The trip.
Hold on, repeat that. You guys cut off on my end.
Oh, I said that we need another trip.
No,
And
what
then
did Xeng say?
Oh, I didn't say nothing.
No.
It'd be nice to go on a trip with you guys.
Yeah, I think when we went to LA, Toua did all the driving. Toua and T did. We went to Muscle Beach, we went to Santa Monica, and then we also went to, where else did we go? We went to Hollywood Boulevard.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
Hollywood, yeah. Uh-huh.
That's where we saw the stars on Hollywood Boulevard. What else?
Saw Katy Perry's house.
Yeah, we went on that tour. We saw Katy Perry's house, Bruno Mars' summer house. Y'all remember that restaurant we went to? We spent over like $200-300 for the food. That steakhouse we went to on Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I remember. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that place was good, but man, that food was like expensive, man. That was like a life choice.
The portion was very big too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we saw the club where 50 Cent got shot too.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, during the tour, they said like one of the clubs, that's where 50 Cent got shot. I think that's where 50 Cent got shot. If not, then they lied.
I think they lied.
Yeah, because like there was a lot of like different clubs and venues in Beverly Hills, because we saw like Johnny Depp's extra houses that he has. Like he bought houses just because he had a bunch of paint, art, and a bunch of like guitars and shit. He had a house just for that, which is fucking crazy.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I think the best part of that was I think for me, I loved going when we went to Santa Monica. That beach was so nice. But like,
yeah.
I feel like I have to get into shape to be at that beach, man, because everyone there is all like fucking models and shit.
We're from the Midwest. That's why we don't care.
Dude, like that's like one of my things, right? I want to like run into a celebrity at a beach or something, like in California, because they're always like roaming around. You never know.
Yeah.
I think the only celebrity that I met like in public was Trish Stratus at the airport.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Right.
Because my flight got delayed and then her flight got delayed. So I was just walking around and then trying to find food. And I saw this girl looking at me. And then it was Trish Stratus because she recognized me for the Comic-Con because of my Detroit hat. Yeah, so she recognized me. Then I walked away and then I was like, "Damn, is that Trish Stratus?" And then I kept thinking to myself. Then I looked at her shoes because I recognized that she was wearing like some high boots, some really tall boots. So she had those boots on. So then I saw her and I was like, "Yeah, that's her." And then I was scared to go ask her for a photo because she was still eating.
Was that the year you met her at Motor City, right?
Let me go ask her.
See, that was the year you met her at Motor City.
I met.
What was that?
This is when I met Khaleesi.
Oh, okay, yeah. But you did meet Trish Stratus at Michigan, though, right? Was that the same? Was that the wrestler you met? Okay, yeah. Oh man, so time has flown by. I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. I know that this for the first video cast, I know this is something that that needs work, but I'm glad that you guys put some time into this with me and was able to do this. I love that even though we had some of these hiccups, that we still stayed on topic and stuff. For the fans and listeners, hopefully maybe when this corona stuff dies down and the internet bandwidth can be used again, hopefully that we can do something like this again without any interruptions and stuff. But yeah, so before I wrap things up, for sure, you guys have any plugs or shout outs you guys like to do before we end?
No, I mean, just keep listening to the podcast. That's it, really. That's all I can say. Or comes to my mind.
I do want a shout out though. Out to Moore.
Moore? Oh yeah, shout out to Moore. Guess he missed out on this. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Moore is the fifth person in this group that we're missing. He had to work.
Essential.
Sacred, man.
All right. And yeah, you guys don't forget, for the listeners, don't forget, make sure you guys follow T's page as well. I'll have the descriptions and stuff in the links, or the links in the descriptions. I'm sorry. T Yang's Art on Instagram and on Facebook. Support him as well. And yeah, so and also shout out to LP and Paymong. I do use their music for the podcast too, so shout out to those guys for continuing with their support as well, and make sure you guys follow their content. So yeah, this is episode 52. Thank you guys so much, guys, for just being a part of this. And again, this will be like unedited, so including all the hiccups. I hope you guys don't mind. So yeah, thanks you guys for joining in on Spoiler Force Podcast. Thank you, Xeng. Thank you, Toua. Thank you, T, for your time. And everyone have a good day.
Good man.
All right, you too. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, and rate Spoiler Force Podcast. For comments, questions, or criticism, you can email me at rickyvang92@gmail.com or message me on Instagram at instagram.com/rickyvang92.